Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Uh, my name is Andrew Amsaliman William Tobing. I'm from Nomensen University, majoring in English Education Department. In this video, I will briefly explain the adjective. So, in this topic, I will explain the definition, the function, the characteristics, the types, and the examples. So, let's start. For the first, the definition, an adjective is a word that describes, identifies, or quantifies a noun or a pronoun. It provides more information about a person, place, or thing, making our language more specific and descriptive. Okay, next I will tell the function. Function of adjective. The function of adjective is the primary roles of an adjective are to attribute quality, to quantify, and to differentiate. No. Next, I will tell you guys about the function of adjective. So, the primary roles of an adjective are to attribute quality, to quantify, to differentiate, and to describe states. Next, the characteristics of adjective is placement, no plural form, and degrees of comparison. So in this placement is usually placed before the noun is describes a beautiful garden, or after a linking verb like be, seem, look, feel. The garden is example like the garden is beautiful. And next, no plural form is unlike nouns. Unlike nouns, adjectives do not change to plural. We say expensive cars, not expensive cars. Expensive car, not expensive cars. And the last characteristics is degrees of comparisons is most adjectives can show intensity through three forms. The first is positive, small. The comparative is smaller. Superlative is smallest. Yeah, small, smaller, and smallest. Next, the types of adjective. The types of adjective is descriptive, the quantitative, numeral, the demonstrative, possessive, interrogative, and proper. So, the definition of descriptive is describes the nature or quality of a noun. For example, like large, thin, friendly, and cold. 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 The description of quantitative is indicates the quantity of or amount. For example, like some, much, little, and enough. And next, the description of numeral, it show a specific or number or order. For example, like 150 first and second. Okay, next. The description of demonstrative is points out specific noun. For examples like this, that, this, and those. Yeah, for far and near. Next, the description of possessive is shows who owns something used before nouns. The example from possessive is my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. The second last description of interrogative is used with nouns to ask question. For example, is which, what, and whose. And the last description of proper is derived from proper nouns, is capitalized. Examples like Indonesian, Victorian, and Shakespearean. Shakespearean. And last, the example and sentence of the adjective is descriptive, degrees of comparison, and demonstrative, proper adjective, and linking verb plus adjective. So in this descriptive, this example is the hungry fox chase a small rabbit. The next example is from degrees of comparison is Mount Everest is the highest peak in the world. So the superlative from the sentence is places in Mount Everest is the highest. Okay, next. Number 3 is demonstrative. The example from demonstrative is those apples look delicious. Okay, next. From proper adjective, the example is I love Japanese food more than anything. And the last example is from linking verb plus adjective. The example is the soup smells wonderful. Okay. So that concludes this brief lesson our nouns. See you in the next videos, guys. Thank you and see you later. Goodbye.